Zach.
Oh boy. I got a lot of questions.
You only got one.
You got it.
We gotta go. One. You want to think on it?
Yeah.
Casey.
Come back to
I can go. My question, I'm trying to figure out the way of wording it, but my question is about alliances and like the right time to pivot, and I guess the reason for that, and I'm not trying to make it about me, but Jack and I were really tight from the beginning. Christian, we had talked about like going to Final 3, and you had just made a comment about you and Jess being super locked in. But I feel like I was also a part of trying to connect all of us together. So I guess my question, and Colin, feel free to jump into with like your alliances that you made, even if they're late in the game. What was kind of like that pivoting point, or were you always locked in with like, this is who I'm going to Final 3, and you just had to kind of say what you needed to say, which is fine. But what was kind of the pivoting point and why, I guess?
I'll go first. Casey, I think specifically with you, what the pivot point was we almost got to a point where like I feel like I ran out of options of people that it could be instead of you, because your name was thrown out. Like Kyle threw your name out from like the first hour of the game.
Damn,
and like
Yeah.
like Pags was also throwing your name out constantly.
Damn, guys.
Your own husband.
No,
I'm talking to your husband. Your husband's like, yeah, I'm going Casey too, and I'm like,
not good at things.
everyone wanted you out genuinely, and so I feel like when I pivoted on our alliance, I just felt like everyone consensus really wanted you out at that point, and like there was no one else. So that's why I pivoted. And then other times I feel like I pivoted. I think one interesting one was with Jess, which I feel like our alliance also kind of got downplayed. I feel like I haven't spoken about it too much, but Casey, you kind of, I feel like, and Pags too, got us connected, and I feel like we were really tight that whole time. And I genuinely thought you could beat Colin. I wanted you to beat Colin. I wanted you to be sitting here.
Extinction, I understand.
But I genuinely wanted you, and so that was another pivot where I just felt like I told Christian this is like a core memory. We talked about here this when we're sitting here, like this is going to be a core memory for us moving forward, like both in the Final 3. It's not real Survivor with An and Fiji, right? But this is like the closest I'm ever going to get, and like being able to sit here with Christian or Adi if she was still here, like that I think meant more to me than bringing someone else that I met today. Because this is so cool that like I'm out here with you. So my question.
Okay, so your question was about alliances. Like
so just alliances and when you felt like
the right time
was
to like
pivot.
Sure, I understand. Okay, sounds good. So again, like I answered Larry's question, I was kind of listening to everybody, trying to kind of feel it out, see what was going on. And then when it came to the first vote where I wasn't immune, I believe that was the vote where we took you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was really just like, I had a lot of respect for your game. I just want to say that first and foremost. You played a spectacular game. You were a huge threat. And I knew that like if I had tried to get further along with you, that would have downplayed a lot of my game about how I earned myself to this spot. So I found my way into the alliance with Ben and Jess, and then I kind of worked my way in with Jack as well. I was a little hesitant to work with Christian because he did vote me out first. I do respect the hell out of Christian. We had a lot of fun, lots of good laughs on the tribe out there, but never forgot. So that's when I kind of decided to pivot. It was like, okay, I could work with this group here and have the numbers on my side. I know they would somehow get me further to the end if I could build a strong rapport with them. So that's kind of when I pivoted.
No, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Christian, we go way back.
We go so
I can't
back.
Wait to hear.
Now listen,
I also want to say like I respect, like I love that a lot of my alliances in the Final 3. I like to hear like where things changed or if things were kind of like real at the beginning.
Of course, no. For me, every single relationship and every single alliance I made was very real, and I had to pivot on so many of them, starting with Ben, Zach, Casey. Like there were just so many people that I was so closely aligned with that eventually I had to pivot because I had to assess that in order for me to advance and do better and to make the people the least mad at me and target me, I needed to vote against you guys. You know what I mean? With every single vote, like every single vote mattered because I was, because I feel like I was aligned with like everyone at some point. You know what I mean? I had conversations with every single person, and not a single one of you wrote my name down. And I feel like that is like a testament to the alliances that I built. I had to pivot to every single thing because I was gonna stay true to Audie and Jack the entire time. And I honestly never even got the chance to really fully work with them until the merge. But I pivoted because on every single situation because it would make the most people like least mad at me and least want to target me. I guess like I kind of had to win when I had to win, you know, for, you know, because he did warn me that I was getting, you know, a lot of like threat, that I was becoming a bigger threat. So I had to lock in. But yeah, like that's
Yeah,
why.
no, I feel good with that answer.
Thank you.
Yep.
Kelly?
Yes, I would like you each to please name your least favorite quality about each other.
Coming from Kelly.
Yes, Kelly.
This is why I wanted to be
Kelly wouldn't have
Kelly, Kelly, who would you like to go first?
Go first, I have.
Uh-oh, Kelly's
The
picking.
one on the end, Jack.
Springfield.
So
That's why we're sitting here.
All right, let's make sure we can hear, guys. Thanks.
For Christian, I hate the fact that he's so good at like making friends and talking to people. Like it just drives me nuts. And like I said in the opening speech, like I just can't like just go into a room and like be that like bubbly personality. Like it sucks, but it's me, and I still made it here, so I'm happy with that. But I hate that about you. I'm sorry. And then honestly, Colin, like same fucking thing. You're in there in the kitchen, like talking with everyone, and like you know everyone. You're dapping everyone up, and I'm like standing by the door, like, oh my god, these people, they're just like so social, and they're like so able to talk to everyone, and I'm just like looking at Audie, being like, I just can't like do it, and it drives me nuts that people are able to do that, and I wish I could.
You're still here, you know?
Yeah.
That's really how you're
All right, thank you.
Oh man, that's a good question, Kelly. Jesus. I hate to be that guy.
Love it.
I guess my least favorite quality about Jack is his hatred for Redemption Island comebacks. Everybody loves a good underdog story except this guy. So, hatred for the underdogs, that's why I got against you. Christian, I'd say I love your idea to adapt. That's what you got to do in this game. I feel like you were over adapting. Like you said, you flipped on so many different people. You had to adjust so many different times. You came with pre-made alliances and you had to flip on those too. Like you were adaptive, and I respect the hell out of that. I just felt like it was over adaptive. But you are here, and I totally am glad that you're here with me.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. I don't have like qualities that I hate about any of these people. I like barely know Colin. Do you know what I mean? Jack, I don't even know. In the game, I don't know. I feel like you played it perfectly in my eyes because we played so well, so apart. Slander you. I'm trying to. I'm just like, I hate that. I think you would have prioritized Audie over me. That's probably something that I would have hated. Like if it were to, you know, the top 4 situation, I would have 100% been in that immunity, like, you know, like that challenge. And I feel like that would have definitely happened. When I know that I was ride or die for you over Audie. And then Colin, I would say that I think your worst quality is that you were in the game longer. I wish that we actually got to play, and you were saying that I was over adaptive, but you would like I adapted the vote for Pags with you. Like I voted with you and Jess to vote out Pags so that I could save Jess. You know what I mean? Like you said you were scared to align with me, but I fully had you on the vote right away, like at the last second.
All right, 3 good answers. Thanks, Kelly. Adam.